So coming off the heels of my Warframe review, I wanted to make this video to talk about 5 things that could help Warframe be better. Because we all love this game, but at the end of the day, it's revolved around the grind. And there are some days we just wish the grind didn't exist, or it just didn't exist as much as it is. So I'm here to recommend 5 ways to fix Warframe, quote unquote. So we're going to start with number 1. I said make the standing grind feel better. So I already know that syndicates have these separate standing pools, but you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I remember back in the day that all these standing pools were originally just one, and so you had to focus a day on which one you were going to grind out. But for now, it seems to be that they all have their own dedicated standing pool, which I'm glad about. But maybe they do something like during Anniversary or maybe during Quest to Conquer Cancer, they do a 1.25 times gain, a 1.5 times gain, and maybe even something like reduce the cooldown on the standing pool. But I don't know, I don't think they'd ever do a reduced cooldown. I think they'd maybe do a multiplier standing gain. I don't think they'd even do double because I feel that may not be healthy for the game personally. Not that I'm basically saying, hey, no, I think you all should still grind. I just don't think that it would be healthy in the sense of it would potentially eliminate the grindiness of it entirely. Because I think at the end of the day, there still should be some grind, but maybe not as heavy as it is in its current state. And so the second one I said was the Warframe build times, because that's the main piece of content at the end of the day in Warframe. As much as we all love the operators, necromechs, and the Archwing, we love our Warframes at the end of the day. And having to wait 3 whole days for them to be built is annoying. Trust me, I'm building Goss Prime right now. I love Goss. He's basically the Flash in Warframe, and I hate the fact that I have to wait 3 days just to get him. So maybe something like in the dry dock for the Railjack, we have the Rush Repair Drone, or maybe something like the standing multiplier gain, like I said before. Maybe, for instance, there is like during a special event, maybe like for a day, I don't know, I don't think even a day would work. Maybe like I think it would have to be during the weekend for this to work, but maybe something like from 3 days it's cut in half. So instead of building Warframe the whole 3 days of the weekend, it's only 1.5. Though again, I don't know if that would be healthy or good, cutting it down by such an amount. I don't know. You all can recommend ways, or if you think, hey, no, cutting it in half is a good thing, then yeah. So I said number 3, make the open worlds feel more connected, such as putting materials from the star chart, i.e., ferrite, ruby dough, within the open world and bounty reward pools, so it feels more connected to everything else. So I did not know until I played the Fortuna bounty for this B-roll that ferrite and salvage were in the bounty reward pools, which I think was cool, but I think they should probably do something more like a endurance mission where on Fortuna, for instance, there's a higher chance for you to get plastids in it because it's a rarer material that you can farm. Even then, there's dark sector missions, so I don't know if that would be good, but I don't know. Just something to make the open worlds feel more connected. And so this is going into number 4, coming from a comment from the community post I made, which I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but basically they said the merging of the content islands, which is basically what number 3 was for me. And he said making the space all linked in a real area to fly through with the railjack or orbiter and go to different locations, which seeing that got me thinking maybe it's idea like, I don't know, star chart like 3.0 or whatever the star chart update was that brought it to how it is currently. Maybe it's something like it's that open space you get to fly through, and you get to fly to a planet, and then maybe the left stick you still choose the mission, but with the right stick you get to rotate the planet and choose the mission you want that way. Who knows? I like that idea a lot, but I think it may be not an issue of if they can do it. I mean, there may be, but I think it might be a hardware issue because I could see it working on PC and these next gen consoles, but I think PS4 and Xbox One may have a problem with it. I think it might be a hardware issue. But then again, I don't know anything. I'm just a guy in his room making YouTube videos. And the last one I've been thinking of this for the longest time, and I think this may work, I don't know, is a Relic pity system. So, say for instance, I bet a lot of you, I don't know, who may initially be subscribed to this channel, you may play gacha games, maybe something like Bleach Brave Souls or Dokkan Battle or Honkai Star Rail. Mostly Honkai Star Rail and Bleach Brave Souls, because they have pity systems, which I'm a fan of Honkai's more, because the way that it works is that you summon a certain amount of times and you get to this point where it's a 50-50, where you either get a 5-star, which is like the highest rarity character that is featured on the banner, or that is just in the general pool. So I think maybe they do something like that with the relics. So say there's like the soft pity, which is like hard pity is 10 relics. So how it would work is soft pity, say you open 4 relics and it's all like bronze. And this is all like just base, not upgrading it. So I don't know how it would work if they upgraded. This is me literally just bare bones thinking about it, how it is without upgrading. So 4 relics you open, it's all bronze, which is most likely. And then once you get to that 5th one, it completely takes out the bronze pool, and it's either silver or gold. And say you lose the 50-50 and you get something in the silver slot. Say now you have to open 5 more relics. But on the 10th relic, you're guaranteed the gold item, which I think would work until we start factoring in the upgrading of the relic and making it a higher chance, which I don't know how they would make that work if they were to implement such as a pity system into it, or there may be already something like that in there and I just don't know. Who knows? But I definitely think something like a relic pity system should be something, because let's be honest, farming prime parts like prime weapons, prime warframes does not feel good, especially if that one relic you're trying to get something from has nothing else good in it. Like, for instance, say the gold is a Gauss Prime Systems and everything else in there is like a Forma, a bronze like prime part. Like, literally everything is just like, okay, there's no need for me to be opening this relic and be excited about anything else other than the specific gold slot. Maybe this is some way to fix it, which I honestly think, because the relics, that's what they are at the end of the day. They are RNG based rewards. So I think unless there's already a pity system built in, there should be some form of that built into the relic system. And so that's my 5 things I think Warframe could fix to make the game better. If you all liked my ideas, hated them, you want to dunk on them, go down in the comments. Again, leave your comments. I will read them. I will reply to them. But please, if you're going to disagree and make a statement, please back it up. Don't just say, oh, I don't like the relic pity system, and then like that's it. Don't say that. I want to respond to something that I can read and be like, okay, I can understand, but here's what I think about it. Respond like that, please, if you want to disagree, and like we can have a civil discussion about it, please. And heck, maybe if I like it enough, I'll make a whole video talking about that specific comment, or heck, I'll even make a follow-up video. Who knows? So anyway, that's it for this video. Like I said, go down and comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Happy gaming.